Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here. So much to talk about. So, all right, let's get into it. You get the first dose of the vaccine.
Yeah.
How immune are you to COVID-19 between then and the second?
So here's the important thing. The second that needle goes in your arm is not rip off the mask, go into crowded places. You can still get infected, and we're seeing cases of that. I've seen that in my patients. So remember, if you're in a 2-dose regimen, 2 weeks after the first dose, you start to have around 80% protection, but it's not until 2 weeks after the second dose that you kind of max out around 94, 95%. So you still have to be careful in that period.
Can you still pass it even if you're fully vaxxed 2 weeks later? You can still pass it?
They don't know yet because they're starting to collect that data. Yeah, you have to, but it is looking like these vaccines also prevent asymptomatic infection. But again, we still have to be careful.
Will this become an annual?
I like wearing the mask. I may never give it up.
You like being incognito.
Even when you're alone.
Yeah.
I wear it in my house.
Will this be an annual shot that we'll have to take?
We don't know yet. So it may be like the influenza vaccine where they put different strains in, or we need a booster. Maybe not every year, but 18 months. But again, we're going to be following that, you know, as we go down the road. It could be. We don't know yet.
Okay, we're coming back more with Jen right after this. Stay with us. All right, Dr. Jen, what's the guidance on traveling and being in groups now today?
Okay, so new CDC guidelines. If people are fully vaccinated, they do not have to quarantine for domestic and abroad travel. People who are not vaccinated still are advised not to travel. Big groups, let's take baseball, for example. We're seeing everything from minimal occupancy to 100%. It needs to fall out somewhere in the middle. Masks on, you're outdoors, try to distance. And as more people get vaccinated, we should expect to see these guidelines open up for what we can do. That's the whole point.
But certain countries, they're still mandatory quarantine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And the distribution of the vaccines is
going very well.
It's going well in other countries?
And here.
Well, here, yes. Other countries, some of them, it seems like
it's all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
All right, be sure to pick up a copy of Dr. Jen's book, The New Normal, A Roadmap to Resilience in the Pandemic Era, everywhere books are sold. More questions and answers on our social platforms, and we will be right back.